What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today I'm finally going to talk a little bit about the gut protocol. I've just been waiting to get Zach over here specifically to show you everything in regards to what I've done in the past and what I'm currently doing to not only fix the gut issues, but now have a regulated system in place that we are in a good spot. So that's where we're at. I want to cover that today, and then we're going to go hit arms with Martin at the gym here after this. So we got a 2-for-1 today. A really good arm session, as well as some my history that can hopefully help some of you. Because I've had a lot of you guys reach out to me, either in person or through social media that wanted to know exactly specifics on what I was taking, to restore my gut. And so this is what I did, and it did work for me. And so it gives you some ideas that you can use in your own journey. Or what I really advise is to find a professional. So what I did is I worked with Dom Kuza. So he's a coach. He's part of the Cam Jansen coaching team, and I think he's more of this. He specifies in gut protocols and gut issues, and so Matt sent me to him, and so it was really a pleasure working with Dom. He's very, very knowledgeable, and he broke everything down for me very, very well. So how this all started, as you guys know, I had to drop out of the the Olympia last fall. To the end of the year due to some gut issues. I wasn't able to absorb any of my food. I was actually puking back up some of the meals throughout the day, as well as some were going out the other end that shouldn't be. So not going too much into detail of that. I want to address what I ended up finding out, and that I had to use a GI map. So I ordered a GI map there when I dropped out and I knew I needed to address the situation. The first thing I did was get a GI map done. So that's actually when they take, you have to take your feces and put it into a mailing bag and send it back to them. And then they go through it, they analyze it, they do testing on it, and then send you back results, which is called a GI map. So when we got those results back, the main thing, without too much details, I can pull some stuff up here, but the main thing is that my mucosal lining was pretty much gone. So it was all trending on the very, very low side. And so what that was showing was I was not able to absorb the food I was eating. It was just kind of empty nutrients either going through me or back up. Then my body started resisting because I also had very, very bad leaky gut syndrome. So some of you probably heard of that, but I did have very, very bad leaky gut, as well as my mucosal lining, my stomach lining was pretty much gone. So I couldn't really get anything nutritional wise, and I could tell I knew something was off, and so that's what I had to address. And so what we're going to talk about today is how I did that, because a lot of you, leaky gut syndrome is actually very, very common with bodybuilders because of the food we have to eat. How I tell people this when they ask me is like, what was wrong is like, think about, I've spent the last 8 to 10 years eating around 6,000 calories a day. Even on preps, I'm around 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day. And I never took a break in between that. So I was always 6,000, 7,000 calories, right down to 4,000 for prep, back up to 6,000, 7,000 calories. I never took the time to actually sit down, after a show or at a certain part of the year, maybe in the winter or something, to just eat 2 or 3 meals a day, give the digestive tract a total break. And that's just because I was always, thinking, I want to continue to get better. I don't want to fall behind. If I'm not eating, I'm always going to lose size and weight. And so I'm always still in my own bodybuilding journey. I'm still trying to battle to the top, especially when it comes to size, because I'm someone that has to eat a lot to hold that. So I never took that necessary break from food. So how I picture it is like, if you have a glass of water here and you're pouring water into the glass, eventually it's going to get to the top and it's going to start overflowing. So that's how my gut to it is. It got so full, it started overflowing, and that's when issues arise. And then the thing is, the issues came at the worst part of the time, and it's during the prep for the Olympia. And so that's where we were at. So how to address that, what we did, I'm going to talk about real quick what I did for about 6 to 8 weeks. So Dom gave me this protocol. Twice a day I was doing this drink. What that involved was, we have twice a day, 15 grams of glutamine we have here. I would do 1 scoop of GI Plus. I would do 1 scoop of daily greens. And then I would do 1 scoop, glutamine was here, my bad. And then collagen was 1 scoop as well. And that was just, I added the collagen. That's not so much for gut health. This is my setup I do every morning. So I would do these 4 ingredients. I would do lemon juice, which is important, as well as fiber. This is Fiberlize. This is from Species Nutrition. This is Dave, his product, and this is the best fiber I've ever used. So it's not so much I'm promoting it, it's more I'm shouting it out that this is the best fiber I have ever used. So I still continue to use that. So I would make this into 1 drink. Like I said, I'd do it in the morning, and then I would also do it in the evening. And that was on the protocols there. With that, I would also do, since we needed to rebuild the gut, it wasn't about taking an antibiotic to wipe it out. It was more so we had to rebuild it. I used probiotics. I'll show you what I'm doing now, but what I was doing is I did, it was called Vicibiome as well as Akkermansia. They're just one cap of each of those. They're just a different type of probiotic he had me on. And then we would also do omegas daily, zinc picolinate. And then getting into this, the fun stuff is, this is how I would do my aloe vera gel. I started doing it in capsules. So aloe vera also helps with your gut issues. A big one I started doing is, and I got this from BioLab, so I'm working with a company from Europe. You can type them at biolabshop.eu. So this is where I actually get my oral BPC 157. And so this version, the ARG plus KBV, this is more for the gut issues. And so when you do take an oral BPC 157, it does just address your gut issues. Some people think you can take orally and it's gonna, fix your elbows or whatever. This solely just locates gut issues and helps with that. So this was a new product that I really liked. I was doing 2 of these a day. They're 250 milligrams, or sorry, micro MCGs. And I would do 2 of those, and then as well as on top of these. So also I would do zinc carnosine 3 a day, and then these with meals. So obviously some betaine HCl and that digestate. So I do this once a day with a meal, and then this probably 2 or 3 times with a meal. So this was twice a day. This was with meals, and then this was just in morning, okay? Well, I guess give a quick story on that. So I did that for 6 to 8 weeks. At about 8 to 10 weeks, I started feeling much better. The combination of lowering food was probably a big addition to that too. But I did start feeling much more in regards to, I was absorbing my food, I was digesting well, I didn't have bloating. So we ended up doing another GI map and got cleared there. So my levels that were getting back into the normal range. I didn't obviously start pushing food again. I waited until another 2 months. So at the end of the year there, I took about 4 months off from pushing food hard and any supplementation, and then just focused on this gut protocol. So I went a little bit longer than I probably truly needed to, but I really wanted to make sure that everything was good. So when I did start pushing food again, I would absorb it that much better, and that's what we did. So that did work. Like I said, if you have any questions in regards to Dom Kuza, reach out to him. I can provide that if you need it. That's what he helps a lot of people with gut issues, and I'm sure it'd be some kind of similar protocol, but this was specially just for me, and it did really work very well. Now, like I said, what I'm doing now just to maintain, I'm doing all of these still. So this is all the same, except now I'm just doing a probiotic from Revive. So Revive has their own probiotic. I don't need to do the 2 separate ones that he was having me on anymore. And I'm doing 1 capsule of this. So 2 capsules of the aloe vera gel, lemon juice, obviously, the Revive products of the greens, glutamine, GI Plus is huge, and then collagen, and that's just for skin and nails and joints. And then also my digestates, different types here, and the zinc carnosine. So this has kept me very steady. I'm able now to eat. I'm eating a little less food than I used to have to be able to get to these weights. This morning I'm 271, back in the 270s, and I'm only eating 5 meals. So we still have that tool at our dispense here that we can go up another meal, but I really like just 5 meals right now because you're not eating as frequently. And again, that's a little bit more break on the digest system. So that's where we're at with everything. Like I said, I feel this is the best I've felt. Honestly, it was just, I needed to take that time away from food. I needed to address the leaky gut syndrome, get that done, get the microflora back built in my stomach. And that's where we're at. So now I'm feeling good. And this is the normal day. I'm only doing the drink. I'm only doing the drink 1 time, and that's just in the morning, and we're good for the rest of the day. So, all right, we're gonna eat a little pre-workout now, get that going, and then we're gonna head to the gym, and we need a big arm day. So we will see you at the gym. All right, like I said, we are heading to the gym. So it is an arm day. I haven't brought an arm day to you guys for a long time. So again, it's always something I'm always trying to bring up. And today we have Martin here as well. So we're gonna get a really good session in. Today, we are going to be focused on showing you how to blend both of them. So I like to go back and forth with arm day. So I'll do bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep. I might do 2 exercises at a time, then come back. But I'll kind of explain that as I go. I go a lot by feel. I think that's very important with arms, is the feel. Because once you get too full and fatigued, you might just need to go to the other side for a little bit and then come back. So we're starting here. We're going to go with the cross. I call it the cross cable, the prime. The prime unit cross cable tricep extensions is what we'll call them. So we're actually going to be grabbing each handle from each side and going across our body, creating an X. We're working the outside heads of our triceps, pinning it through and controlling it back. Main tips here is don't let the elbows travel. So we're strict, first side pin through, flex, control the stretch back through. So nothing moving here, just at your elbow joint. One more. Up. Yep. Yes, sir. Ooh. All right, real quick, you're setting this up and you're finding the difficulties. So we're both strong right now. So our top set there, our grip really gave out before our triceps did. So we're doing a quick adjustment here, a little MacGyver action. So we're gonna throw on these cuffs. You see me use them a lot of times. Your gym probably has them, just these. This is hypertrophy coach cuff, or there's different brands. But anyway, this is gonna make it so we can more focus on just using our triceps. So we'll just use it as an extended handle. These are easier to grip than just this ball at the top. So this is just a little trick here if you need to. If you start seeing your grip give out because you're going a little too heavy, or not heavy, or you're going heavy enough, but the grip gives out before your triceps. So that's what we're gonna do, and this should help us go heavier. All right, so moving on to our second exercise. One thing you'll notice with arm day, for both Martin and myself, is we like to do a little bit more volume on arms. Just because you can recover quicker from these sets. So we'll probably do about 9 to 10 exercises a day in general, but it's a lot quicker. Like I said, we just do 1 or 2 warm-ups, get into our work and keep moving. A lot of volume, 10 to 15 reps. Just got a lot of blood in there, expanding the arms, bringing nutrients to the muscle. With that said, we're going to exercise number 2. We're just gonna do a push down. This is a variation with this new spiral strength pulley. So I just got this, I discovered this in Tennessee a couple weeks ago. I was at Brandon Curry's gym and they had them in there. I started doing some arms with these and I loved it. So I came back here. I noticed one of my buddies that trains in here too at the same time. His name's Garrett. He had these. I borrowed them a few times, and then a couple days ago he showed up and he threw me this and he goes, "Here you go, I got you some." So I think he was probably sick of me borrowing his tools, so he just went and got me some. But no, I appreciate Garrett, but this thing is really, really nice. So a little bit about this, it's just, I like these because it has that fatter cone element. So you're actually you're gripping and you're pushing through, and it feels really, really good on the base of your hand to drive through the fatter grip. So it's a fat grip as it goes down. And it's also on the pulley here. So you kind of have to balance as you're pushing through too. So you can't just be unevenly going. You have to actually balance and contract at the same time. So I like this balancing aspect. I like the setup with your hands. And like I said, you can do single arms on here. You can do overhead. So just a very, very good multi-use tool. And it's, like I said, it's called Spiral Strength Dually. And I'll be using a lot of this for different exercises. So focus here is still really pushing at the very end of the movement. Press the pinkies out. So I really want to expand and open up. Good, here we go. Come on. Yes. Yep. If you're gonna spend money on them like that, you might as well just go. Good. Yep. Good. Okay, so we are about 2 exercises in. I am feeling that my elbows are giving me a little issues. Nothing terrible, just a little bit of pain there. That's part of just because we've been training so hard, especially on the joints. So I am gonna apply some of the Butcher Balm today. Again, this is more so it's gonna be masking any pain or discrepancies that you might have in your elbows, your joints, like your elbows, knees, or muscles. So you can, like, if you have issues with your back, low back, quads, anything like that, you can actually apply this straight to the muscle and it will absorb through the skin. What I mean by it, that's the healing peptide. So BPC 157 and TB 500 are in this as a topical version. So it means it absorbs through the skin. And so that's gonna help actually heal what the issues are. And of course we have menthol and camphor in here, which is the numbing effect. So I'm gonna use the numbing effects right now to numb my elbows out so I won't feel them while I'm training arms. And then also the healing peptides are helping to facilitate healing and recovery moving forward. So the all-in-one product, the Butcher Balm. All right, exercise number 3, we are moving. So I'm already here doing I call it the prime attachment. So I think that's the brand of the actual attachment, but what it is we're just finishing behind us. So our goal here is actually gonna hit that inner longer head of our tricep. We're leaning forward a little bit, we're pinning it back behind our body, and we're controlling it back, not letting our elbows go forward, we're keeping the stretch here, then back. So it's just more of that last 1/4 movement of the push down, a little bit behind the body, working a specific part of the triceps. And it's really, like I said, we already hit the other 2 sides, so now let's hit this third, everything's pumped, we can keep rolling. One more. Yep. Yes, sir. Ooh, yeah, there it is. Hold it. Here we go. Good. Yep. Few more. Good. Good stretch, good stretch, good stretch. Yeah. Here we are. Yeah. Yep. 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 So we're finishing here with a little stretch pause. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 10 and then hold elbows back, holding the stretch. We wanna create that tension on the triceps. He's gonna apply a little bit more pressure by pushing down on the weight stack. And I'm just here, I'm holding against it and stretching triceps. So we'll go 10, stretch for 15 seconds, failure reps, stretch for 15 seconds, failure reps. So 3 rounds. Yep. One more. Yep. Three, 2, yep. Yep. One more. Good. Oh yeah. Yep. 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 Good. Come on.
Finish, bro.
One more. Yes. Oh. Yeah, there's some volume.
Yeah, the triceps are full. Very full.
All right, exercise number 4. So we're getting into biceps now. So we did 3 quick tricep exercises there. Like I said, just hitting different heads of the tricep, different angles. That's what arms are all about, is getting different angles, stimulating all the muscles throughout the arms. So we did the, like I said, cross cable, we did the push down, and then we did the kind of the behind pushbacks, I call them. So now we're gonna go to the bicep curls. We're gonna do a single arm here. And what that's gonna look like is we're using this CAS handles. And I call this vertical alignment. So I'm gonna do this first before anything else because it's gonna help activate the bicep, get ready for the exercises ahead. So I wanna get straight in the line with the pulley attachment. And all I'm doing is once I'm vertical, I'm gonna tuck my elbow so everything is straight. And we're just using the bicep to curl up and squeeze. So I set up my stance that way too. I actually grab onto something and kind of lean into it. So you don't really need, like I said, everything needs to be exactly lined up with where the cable is coming from. So I'm leaning into it, curling up, squeezing. It's purely just your bicep head, which I love. So this is the great first exercise when you're approaching your biceps to set up, get full activation, and then move on to whatever else you have in store. So you have 2 people, you can actually do 2 at a time. So we're doing right arm on that side, left arm on this side, and then we're just switching. So we're just gonna rotate through this, 3 rounds each arm, we're ready to go.
Band and Brett, that's functional. It's functional. He has a band. My bad, Martin.
Good. Yep. Top. Yep. A few more like that. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Yep. One more. Breathe through. Yep.
Yep.
2.
Yep. Good, Bubba. Finish.
Yes, sir. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Here we are, here we are. Good. Yep. Where's on my head? Yep. Big. Yep.
I'll talk to you soon. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Finish. Come on, come on. Yes. Keep that up now.
Yes, sir. Ow. All right, move on to exercise number 5. So our second bicep exercise. So we're gonna do another single arm. I do like single arm movements for biceps. It's just fully isolate, keep it in one, making sure that you're not using one bicep more than the other. So we're gonna do this. What brand is this? I don't even know. Nautilus. So this is a Nautilus high curl. So it's actually gonna be above our head. Our goal here is we're trying to pin it behind of our ear. So I kind of turn my body slightly away. The movement's gonna be here. We're coming in, squeezing, and really focused on the contraction here, balling up the muscle and squeezing through it. So this is gonna be more of the contraction type thing. And so we're gonna do about 2 sets here, and then we have a good third intensifier here that's gonna involve partials to really, really blow up those bicep heads. Oh. 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 Two. Up. Yeah. Up. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Good.
Three. Yes, sir. Yep. 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 One more. Yep. Yes. We're gonna do an intensifier for you guys, for you to use, right? So we're gonna do this last set here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 5. So any setup you're doing with just a single arm machine, you could probably do something like this. We're gonna work on partials in the top range, right? So I'm gonna do 5 reps, and I'm gonna do 5 partials at the top, where I just do half back, back, forth. So 5 full, and then 5 partials. I'm gonna do 5 more full, 5 more partials. I'm gonna do 3 more full, and then as many partials as I can to finish it off. So think 5 reps full, partials, 5 reps full, partials, 3 reps full, and then as many partials as you can.
Any keys for a good partial rep?
Good partial rep is we're really focused on it's that top contraction, so it's that top half of the movement. And what we're doing is we're really focused on the squeeze. So when I say partials, it's not just pumping as fast as you can. What he did is he's gonna actually help you control it, squeeze it through the top of the head, so you're actually it literally feels like you're flexing as hard as you can through that top of that motion, and then controlling the back. So just stay in control of your partials. Yep. 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 Up. Up. Up.
Good.
Up. Yep. Up. Up.
Yep.
One more. Up. Here we go. 3. Up. Yep. Up. Yep. Up. Yep. Here we are. Yep. 5 more.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that hurts.
At the end, it just feels like it's gonna explode. You're like, I don't know if he's helping do all of the weight, if my bicep is doing some of the weight. I don't know. It just feels like something's gonna explode.
My favorite part was Garrett's dream, bro. So random.
Good, here we go. Big 3. Yep. 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 Here it is. 5 now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Or you can play with it. Also, your audio input to your camera, if you have it turned way down, that can work.
Yep. Up. 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 Yep. Here we go. Yep. Up. Up. And 5. Good. All right, exercise number 6. So more biceps here, our third bicep in a row. So we're gonna do some seated incline dumbbell curls. So it's just a slight little incline back. Our focus here, keep our chest lifted. We're getting a really, really good stretch on the bottom with the dumbbells hanging down in our arms, and we're just curling through. Again, no motion through our arms at all. All we're moving is we're just think about if you have like a stick or a finger here, we're just going through the elbow joint, wrapping around it. So this is all about control, using the biceps to lift the dumbbells, control them back down. It's a very kind of boring looking, slow exercise, but it really, really brutal, especially if you put it third, because we're already tired, we're full blood, and this is really just gonna stretch them out and finish them off for the time being. Yes, sir. Ooh. Yeah. Two. Good. Yep. Squeeze them up. Yes, sir. Good. Come on. Ah! Two. Yep. One more. Yep. Thanks. Oh my. All right, so we are switching back to triceps now. So we did 3 tricep movements, 3 bicep movements. Now we're getting back into triceps. We're gonna do 2 bigger ones here. I'll call them compound movements, whatever you wanna call them. Just that are gonna be a little bit more taxing on the elbows and stuff, so I saved these to last. So now I feel like we're fully warmed up both on the biceps and triceps, and the joints are feeling good. We can now get into things like skull crushers, dips, heavier movements, just to kind of save our elbows, but as well just injury prevention. So we're gonna work on this Panada dip machine. We're gonna work really, really heavy. All this is about keeping your chest lifted. If you wanna work actually your under pecs, your lower pecs, you can actually bend over a little bit and press through your chest. Some people do that to work their lower chest as we do dips, but bend over. What we're doing here is we solely want mainly triceps. So we're gonna lift our chest really high, push our back into that pad, and extend and push through our triceps down and control back up the stretch. So just be perfect, be robotic in this movement and load those triceps. Oh. One more. Yep. Yes, sir. Good.
One more. Okay, so we are gonna finish here. This is gonna be exercise 8/9. We'll just put it together. We're gonna superset to finish our triceps. So we're gonna do an overhead, since we haven't done a true overhead movement yet. This is just a seated in a military chair, cable overhead, and we're gonna use this rope. This is from Gym Pin. It's just a longer version of a rope. It has these awesome handles so your hands don't move. It just locks right in. So we're gonna be extending overhead. He's gonna go to a failure. Then he's immediately gonna get up and he's gonna come over here and we're gonna do single arm cable kickbacks. So we don't really have much left. And so all you really need on this matters on what kind of setup you have for your cable unit, but we only need 10 pounds on this. And it's gonna be a bent over. So here, we're grabbing this, we're kicking back, and we're extending through. So we're just focused on slowing the rep down and controlling the squeeze here. We might go 20 actually, but we'll go there, and then this will be it. So failure reps there, get up, do right arm failure, left arm failure, then switch. Yep. No movement here. This high, a little bit higher. Yep, right there. There it is. Good. Good. Here's maybe get this one right here. Just do what you can here. Just do what you can. Yep. Through. Yeah. All right, so we are gonna finish off. We're gonna finish off with biceps here, and we are gonna do a little bit partner pyramid. So this is great if you have a training partner. It's something you guys can work together at, and it's just a great little fun finisher and kind of a competition too. So we're gonna kind of go head to head here. So what this will involve, and we will probably add some lib here. So it's gonna be like, we'll see how it's progressing, and we'll either go back up if we need to, or we'll just stop where we're done. So the first things we're gonna do, Martin's gonna do 10 reps, just standing perfect, easy bar curls. We're not cheating, we're staying strict. Like I said, we're doing these with a purpose, right? We wanna get better. So he's gonna do 10 reps. He's gonna hand it off to me, I'm gonna do 10 reps. I'm gonna hand back to him, he's gonna do 9 reps. Hand it to me, 9 reps. Obviously, you know what the trend is. We're just gonna start going down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back and forth all the way. And when we get there, then we're gonna decide what we're gonna do. So I'm thinking we're gonna kind of fail as we're going down, but if we still have some left in the tank, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna tell us to do 5 more or 10 more. We're just gonna make sure we finish it off right though. But the purpose of this is to fully get everything out of us, finish off the day. It's been a great session, so it's about how you finish, and we're gonna kill this exercise right here. Martin wants to make it a little bit harder, and we're actually gonna hold some squeezes in between. Perfect, that was good. All right, we are throwing a finisher in here. We have to get our forearms, of course, so we're just gonna do some reverse grip. So under grip, reverse grip, easy bar curl. So this is just gonna work that brachioradialis into your forearm, get that pumped here. So focus is, keeps arms pinned to your side, of course, and curl and using this muscle right here, up through, control up, pause, back down.
Yes. Good.
Yes, sir. All right, that is a wrap on this beautiful March, Florida day. So enjoy a little outside weather time while we can before it gets too humid. But to recap, like I said, we'd like to do a lot more volume on arms, especially at the beginning, because we like to set it up with more cable work, get blood into the muscles, get the elbows warmed up, and then we gradually work into our heavier sets, our more compound style movements that are going to be a little more strenuous on the joints. But that's always worked for us. We've always had good overall, really good joints and good response from this. So like I said, arms equals a little bit more volume, a little bit more exercises, and a little less warm-ups towards the end. So you probably didn't see that there because we kind of just showed the top sets, but those last probably 4 or 5 exercises, we didn't really do warm-ups, we just went straight into it. And so that was a 2-hour session, which is honestly pretty normal for Martin and I when we're filming. It takes a little bit longer, but we did 10 exercises in an hour and 45 minutes. So got what we needed to do today. He is. We just looked at him. He looks awesome. So we're about 6 weeks out from his show now, and I'm just excited for Martin in general. And you guys will see a lot more of him once he starts sharing a little bit of physique updates soon. If he ever does, but it's going to be a hell of a run for him here, and I'm just here to keep growing. So it's been awesome. So we're going to keep these coming. Bring you guys a push session next. We're starting to get really strong again in the in chest and some shoulders. So we'll bring that to you guys next. But overall, I hope you guys learned something today, especially some of those intensifiers at the end to give you guys something new to try. And again, always keep supporting, keep loving, keep showing the love. Like, subscribe, comment what you want to see, and we'll keep bringing it to you. So we'll check you out next time.